One on the top of Blackstone Mountain, cold air and thick fog covered, making everything opaque and challenging. I, a veteran mountain biker, stood in front of the starting line, clearly felt every wind whistling through my ears and every heartbeat in my chest. It's not just a regular race, it's a race with yourself, a life or death race between man and nature. The start sign sounded, and I plunged down the slope at a terrific speed. The first feeling when the wheels roll on the rough rock surface is strong shaking. My hand gripped the steering wheel tightly, and my eyes tightened to see each obstacle in front of me clearly. The path is narrow, full of pointed rocks and sharp curves, requiring high concentration and skilled vehicle control skills. Every turn is a real challenge. I had to tilt my body skillfully, use muscle force to keep my balance and avoid slipping. The vertical slopes increase the feeling of fear and excitement. As I plunged down these slopes, I felt as if I were embarking on a risky adventure. The feeling of fear that with one slight slip, I might fall and get into an accident, always exists. But at the same time, the excitement of speeding up, the wind whistling through my ears and the strong shocks from the road made me feel like I was reliving the glorious moments of the past. Every time I pass a vertical slope, I feel overwhelmed with excitement and pride, prompting me to continue to conquer all the challenges ahead. I tried to adjust my speed so as not to lose control, but I still had to maintain a high speed so as not to be left behind. In the distance, the wheels of other drivers rang, creating invisible pressure, urging me to try harder. The wind blew hard, blowing dirt and adding to the difficulty of visibility. I tried to adjust my speed so as not to lose control, but I still had to maintain a high speed so as not to be left behind. In the distance, the wheels of the other drivers rang, creating an invisible pressure, urging me to try harder. Suddenly, a big rock rolled down from the mountainside, blocking the road. I only have a few seconds to decide: brake quickly and stop, or risk passing. Decided in an instant, I leaned my car, jumped out of the ground and passed the rock spectacularly. Cold sweat ran down my spine, but I didn't have time to stop thinking, because there were many challenges ahead. Continuing the race, I faced muddy roads. Each turn of the wheel is a battle with mud, making the car skid and difficult to control. I felt each shock clearly when the wheels hit rocks hidden under the mud. The steering wheel shook violently. The pressure from the muscles had to be applied as much as possible to keep my balance, and with just a little carelessness, I could be thrown out of the car. Through the mud, the road became steeper and narrower. I had to step on it with all my strength. Every step I felt as if I wanted to leave my body. My eyes were fixed on the top of the slope, where every meter was a challenge. Sweat dripped down my face, my muscles stiffened and hurt, but my determination did not allow me to stop. I remember the months of hard training, painful falls and having to stand up, all just to prepare for this moment. At last, I gasped, but my eyes were determined. From here, the road becomes easier, but not less dangerous. I have to keep pace, but at the same time beware of unexpected obstacles that may arise. Rolling stones, branches in the way, all of which could have caused an accident if I hadn't concentrated.